Welcome to episode 61 of Regen Rovers. Now, I know I say this quite a lot, but today really is a massive day for the club because we're in the FA Cup third round for the first time ever, and we're actually taking on a Premier League team. We're taking on Swansea City. We're at home, which is a little bit unfortunate because away from home we'd have got a bit more revenue, I guess, but still there's plenty of prize money up for grabs for winning the FA Cup third round. Unfortunately, we're not being shown on TV. For whatever reason, they've decided to show Blackburn Rovers versus Arsenal. So we're just playing at 3 o'clock on a Saturday, good old-fashioned 3 o'clock on a Saturday against Swansea. But first of all, let's have a look at the most recent fixtures since the last episode where we beat Preston North End in the second round of the Cup. And we beat Portsmouth convincingly in the league 4-0. Brilliant result. We've only played 4 games since then, and we've won 3 of them and lost 1. We started off with a 2-0 away win against Cambridge United. Very pleasing win. This was revenge for the first game of the season, of course, where they beat us 2-1 with a last gasp penalty. Spencer Drury got the first goal. Orford running forwards with the ball, doing really well. It's a brilliant assist from Orford once again, and a decent finish from Drury, beating the keeper. Larry Udder scored another goal for the second game in a row, I think. Was it the third game in a row? Second game in a row, I think. And it was a bit of a fluky goal, you'll see in a second. Dibber played it through to Drury, and Udder hit the post after the keeper spilled. Then what was the keeper doing there? He just tried to pick it up. It went through his legs, and Udder had the simplest of tap-ins. 2-0 win. Very decent result. We then beat Scunthorpe United, top of the table Scunthorpe United, may I add, 3-1 away from home. I'll be honest, I was expecting a defeat in this one. I thought the wheels would come off the bus in this game, but the defence of Scunthorpe didn't play particularly well. You see, the goalkeeper didn't get a very good rating. That's a bit of a mouthful. Overall, a very, very pleasing win. And Spencer Drury scored again. He's got a nice form going, hasn't he? There's a long ball up from Tim Green. Udder was tackled, and Spencer Drury had half of the goal to aim for, and he stuck it in the back of the net for his 9th goal of the season. Lee Orford scored another goal. Good to see him getting back on the score sheet after a couple of games without scoring, although he did get assists in those games. Good finish. And then Larry Udder. We made it 3 in the first half. Coming back, well, they equalised to make it 1-1, and then we got 2 goals, as you can see there. Lovely assist from Udder, another assist for Lee Orford. However, a defeat against Stockport County, the team that won the National League last season, remember. I was hoping to get a bit of revenge against them for winning the league. Unfortunately, we couldn't. Little bit, well, it's a disappointing result, and Andrew scored 4 goals against us. I had to go attacking. They went 2-0 up. I went pretty attacking. Larry Udder did get one back for us to make it 2-1. Larry Udder's definitely on fire at the moment, isn't he? He's playing very, very well. But it wasn't enough in this game. Another assist for Lee Orford, who's on fire himself, creatively especially. They then made it 3-1, and I was going overload by this point. I needed to try and somehow grasp something from this game, and we did make it 3-2. Udder through to Palmer, and a great assist from Craig Palmer, his first goal for a while, 3rd goal of the season, but they made it 4-2. It was just a bit too much for us in the end, but we got back to winning ways straight away with a very convincing 3-0 home win against Morecambe. It could have been more because Udder did actually miss a penalty, his chance to score another goal. He's just been brilliant, but missed penalty, a little bit unfortunate for him. You can see it was quite an equal game, but we were the clinical ones. Defence played well for me as well. Loftus and Walker actually got higher ratings than Danny Bye. This was the first goal. Marlowe, lovely ball through to Palmer, and a nice finish. His 4th goal of the season, his 2nd in 2 games. Then there was an own goal. You can see there, it was just a little bit unlucky for the defender. Garber with the assist though. Garber played instead of Dibber in this game. It was our 2nd game in a few days. Oop, we're missing the free kick goal. Let's watch that again. Yep, Garber got his first goal of his Regen Rovers career. A great free kick from him. We know he can take free kicks from his attribute rating, but we haven't seen it yet. That was the first time we got to see it. So it's good to see him getting off the mark with a goal and an assist today. Oh, it didn't show as an assist. Was it Marlowe that got the assist? I could have sworn that was Garber that put the ball in. Anyway, maybe it wasn't regarded as an assist, even though it quite clearly was. It does leave us 6th in League 2. We're in the playoff places. We're only 7 points behind top of the table Scunthorpe United. It was that defeat against Stockport that let us down. We were only 4 points behind at one point, but losing against Stockport, was a bit of a blow. It's very close. We could still maybe get third place, a automatic playoff place. We're halfway through the season. Everything can change. It could end completely differently by the end of the season, of course, but we're on track to have a very successful first season in this division. Now, you know, Joseph Mohamed's gone out on loan to St Albans City. Did I post it on Twitter? I can't remember. Anyway, he's gone out on loan to St Albans City. He hasn't managed to score yet for them. He's got 1 assist. He's not having a great time there. I might have to recall him. I can recall him. If it doesn't work out, then I will recall him, because we know he can score goals. He might just not suit the St Albans system. Ben Mann's gone out on loan, our under-23 defender that we signed in the summer. He's been playing for the under-23s this season, but I thought, let's give him a chance out on loan. He's gone to Bognor Regis. Now, coming into the team, we've signed a new player, Paddy Murray, our first Northern Irish player to join Regen Rovers. So any of you Northern Irish fans of Regen Rovers now have a player to get behind. Typical Northern Irish name, I would say, as well. He's a good player. Apparently he's a ball-winning midfielder. He's only got 9 on tackling, though, so I'm trying to build that up. We'll need a better tackler of the ball if he's to be a ball-winning midfielder. But he's good at passing, good hard work. He's brave, physically pretty decent. Considering he's only 19 years old, he's going to be 20 soon. We've got a few good midfielders now. We've got Marlowe, of course, who's been here a while. Dibber, who a lot of you guys really like. I've been very impressed with him this season. We've got Garba, of course, Mohamed Garba, the highest earning player at the team, but high hopes for him. Nigerian youth international. We've got Remy Grocott, who's on loan from Peterborough. I don't know, to be honest, he's probably going to be 5th choice now behind Paddy. I could send Grocott back. In fact, I have sent David Stewart, our backup right wing back to, can't remember where he came from, Rochdale maybe, mainly because Tim Green started to play relatively well, come back into the first team and is doing a good job, and David Stewart didn't want to stay, he wanted to go back, so he's gone back. We don't have a backup right wing back at the moment. Who have we got on the under-23s? We've still got Howcroft, to be fair. He's going to be the backup essentially, I suppose. Anyway, I have actually changed the tactics slightly because I think Dibber and Garba will be the main central midfielders for us going forwards. Marlowe's had a stellar job. He's been great for us in central midfield. He's still a very good player. He's got a good average rating this season. He's got a goal and 2 assists, 6.85 average rating. I just feel that we maybe need a slightly more attacking central midfielder in there with Garba rather than a ball-winning midfielder. We've got lots of defensive players here. And the 2 central midfielders, they're not crazy attacking, so they are holding it. I don't think we need a ball-winning midfielder. I might be proven wrong. We might need to put a ball-winning midfielder back in there. But for now, we're going to try Garba and Dibber, but not today. We're going with the defensive option against Swansea. I think that's the sensible thing to do. Now, Drury's going to come out the team for Chris Holmes, who's going to play the defensive midfield option today. And we are actually going to play a ball-winning midfielder in Dibber. He's not really a ball-winning midfielder, but we'll give him a go there. The next game today will be against Mansfield Town. So that's a weaker opposition. They're 23rd in the league. Close to, they're in the relegation zone. I will go with the new and improved, forever young tactic, as I like to call it. But today we've gone with the Regen offensive one. Of course, knowing me, I'll probably have to change to the attacking tactic at some point anyway. But we're going defensive against Swansea. That is the sensible thing to do against a Premier League team. We're likely to get thrashed, I suppose, but I'm optimistic that we can maybe pull off another shock. They're going with a 4-3-3, essentially with wingers. I suppose on paper my tactic looks quite defensive because we've got all these players in our own half. We've only got 2 up front in Orford and Palmer. There's no wingers or anything. Can we pull off a shock? It's a massive, massive day for Regen Rovers. Hopefully a full stadium with lots of you coming along to the match. Let me know if you were here. Were you in the Snake Pit? Were you in the Jack Young stand? Maybe the other side of the stadium where the cameras are. Pick up where we last left off after a 3-0 win against Morecambe. Only Flynn Tyler's morale isn't high. Let's hope Orford and Palmer up front can pull off a shock for us. Palmer's obviously scored a couple goals recently. Drury's been in form. Orford's in form. Uda's in form. We've got strikers that are scoring goals, which is fantastic for the club. And somehow it's still 0-0 after half an hour. I'll take this. We've had 0 shots. Right, we've won a free kick. Tim Green whips it in. We've won a penalty. This really could be a shock. But who's our best penalty taker now? I think it might be Tim Green. Let's see. It's a red card. Wow. Can we pull off a shock here? We've not got Marlowe on the pitch taking the penalties. That's a bit of a shame. But Tim Green steps up and scores. The keeper got a foot to it or something. But Tim Green's first goal of the season. Look at the stake pit going wild. They are mental, those fans. I love it. The hardcore bunch. The whole stadium's full. There's lots of Swansea fans here too at the end of the stadium, as you can see. What a massive goal for Tim Green and for Regen Rovers. We're 1-0 up against 10 men Swansea. Wow. We've been gifted a penalty. Obviously, I don't know if it was a penalty or not, but we've been given a penalty by the ref. We're 1-0 up against the Premier League team at half time. It's incredible. I think we have to keep it the same. Palmer's not done anything, nor's Orford, but none of our players have done anything apart from Tim Green whipping a free kick in, winning a penalty and scoring it. And Sivzelis in goals on a 7.4. We haven't seen any opportunities for Swansea so far. There's been no clear-cut chances for them. But we'll take that for now. We're going to bring Uda on for Orford, sorry. And we're going to leave Dibber on. I'm going to bring Marlowe on. He's going to play just as a central midfielder support. Maybe a bit more solid option than Garber. Garber's a bit more attacking focused. Can't believe there's been no highlights so far. It's pretty ridiculous. 18 minutes to go. Patrick Dibb is on a yellow. I'm going to bring on Kevin Miguel, ball-winning midfielder. That's what he can do. That's his job. We're going to lower the tempo. I'm not sure I've got it on high tempo anyway. We're going to waste time and just try and hang on to this result. Can we do this? Are we going into the 4th round of the FA Cup? We've dislodged Coventry. We've We've defeated Preston North End. And now we're beating Swansea 1-0. They're down to 10 men, but they're still dangerous. They're still the Premier League team. They should still be getting a result here. And they have won a corner, which is whipped in, headed away by Uda brilliantly at the near post. But is this another chance? It's a goal. It's 1-1. I've been bigging myself up so much, haven't I? Just sort of saying, yes, we're going through. And they have managed to get back into this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pump the ball into the box. We're still going to be on defensive. And let's be honest here, Swansea are probably now the favourites to turn this around. But if we can pump it up to Uda, then you never know. But at this moment in time, it's going to a replay, which will be great for our finances, and possibly we could get on TV. But let's not try and get too far ahead of ourselves here, because there's still time for Swansea to win this. Uda back to Flynn Tyler, into Marlowe, good ball to Flynn Tyler. Can he put a good ball in? It's into Miguel, Kevin Miguel, lovely ball to Tyler. Miguel back on the ball into Flynn Tyler. He's been tackled, but Miguel wins it back. It's back to Marlowe. Can he find Tim Green? He can. Score of the penalty, gives the ball away, and Swansea can maybe break here. Get in there, Marlowe, win it back. Nope. But Miguel does. And Holmes up the pitch for Palmer. Can Palmer score? He does! Craig Palmer, 2-1. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We've turned it around. I thought, well, we're going to a replay here. We're going contain. Can we hang on to it this time? What a response from the players. The fans are going mental. It's a long pump up from Chris Holmes, who came into the team today. It's a mistake by Amat at the back. And it's a brilliant finish from Palmer. The keeper just dived out like a squirrel then, but he couldn't grab hold of the nut. And Palmer put it under him. 2-1. Miguel's picked up a facial injury, but it doesn't matter. We can put some Clearasil on that and sort that problem out. Can we... 20 seconds. Miguel, with his facial injury, holding on. Flynn Tyler just blast into the corner, my friend. Miguel, he's been actually quite good since coming on, to be fair to him. Tyler, this is it. We're through. We're through to the 4th round of the FA Cup. How are we doing this? What a cup run this is. This is unbelievable. I know it's against 10 men, but still, really special stuff. We had 4 shots in this game. Actually, we had more possession. This tactic's more defensive, but it enables us to hold onto the ball a bit easier. We didn't really see Swansea do anything apart from that corner goal that they scored. We are through. Kevin Miguel's out. I'll send him to the doctor, and I'll just give him some spot treatment or something, and he'll be fine. Back to his best. Can't quite believe that. How have we done this? Coventry City, first round beat them 2-1. Second round beat Preston North End 3-2. And Swansea City, Premier League team, 2-1 win. The 16th in the Premier League, not having the best of seasons, but still very, very impressive. I believe that was a full house against Swansea City. 5,335 people turned up. Let's just check the facilities. Yep, every seat was filled. Or it's not just seats, of course. We've only got just over 2,000 seats, but the terraces were filled. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from you guys, the fans, turning up to watch this match. The previous record was in May 2022 against Wrexham, so that's fantastic. Highest gate receipts as well, 90k, which is definitely helping the finances. Finances are actually suddenly very healthy thanks to our cup run, I think, and they just seem to have settled down. You can see expenditure this month is much below the income. Prize money from the FA Cup, very high. Gate receipts, of course, very high, which will be boosted by the FA Cup as well. Liam Simmons has been offered a contract by Hungerford. We'll have to see if he decides to leave. He's rejected all the other ones so far. So the other match in this episode will be against Mansfield Town, bottom of the table Mansfield Town now. But first of all, I think we need to release Grocott, terminate his loan. He played a couple decent games for us, got an assist. However, he's now 5th choice midfielder. Probably behind Miguel, actually. It might even be 6th choice. So I'm going to terminate his loan because I don't want to be too harsh. He's going to return to Peterborough United. Made 8 appearances for us. Goes down in the scrapbook. The Regen Rovers player scrapbook, which I do not have. Maybe I could have made one. If I was really geeky, I would have like an Excel spreadsheet with every single Regen Rovers player. How many games they've played, goals, assists, clean sheets, etc. 4th round draw then. This is really exciting. It's down to the last, 32 now? Something like that. Who are we going to draw then? Are we going to draw a big team? Yeovil are through as well, another League 2 team. We're taking on Rotherham United or Watford, so potentially a Premier League team or a Championship team, which is... I mean, if we take on Rotherham, I would kind of fancy myself to beat them. I fancy us to beat anyone at the moment. We're just flying, aren't we? But we've missed out on a really, really big team. But still, away from home against a team with a decent-sized stadium. Let's have a quick look. 12,000-seater stadium for Rotherham, so that's obviously a lot bigger than ours. Or Watford, who have a 21,250 seater stadium. Of course, we're going to follow the FA Cup journey, so the next episode will be the 4th round of the FA Cup, which will be on the 28th of January 2023. So there's only going to be 3 games between that episode. In fact, I will just play 2 games. I'm going to play Barnet and Fleetwood because we haven't taken on Bristol Rovers in a live com yet, whereas we have taken on Cheltenham, so I think that makes sense. Here we go then, Mansfield Town. We have to be winning this. We've beaten them in the other game this season. And I'm going to be going with this tactic. 3 up front. We've got Sibzelis in goal. Lofts, By, Walker, our traditional back 4 there. Tyler and Green have become our 2 main wing backs. Flynn Tyler's been fantastic, I must say. Been getting loads of assists. Garber and Dibber in the middle today with Palmer, Udder and Orford up front. Spencer Drew's on the bench. He scored fair few goals recently, but I'm going to give Palmer a go. Now, Kevin Miguel is going to come out the team and Paddy Murray is going to be on the bench for the first time for Regen Rovers. Let's go and thrash Mansfield Town then. They are bottom, like I said. Only on goal difference, but not having the greatest season in the world. But you know what football managers like? You beat everyone else. You beat top of the table Scunthorpe, and you go and lose against bottom of the table Mansfield. That's the way the game works. Everyone knows. And they're playing 3 up front with 3 in midfield. Interesting formation. Well, it's a classic 4-3-3. In fact, it's not that interesting. It's just I'm used to seeing crazy tactics from my side of things, and I'm not used to coming up against pretty standard 4-3-3s. I have to make them fancy, don't I? If you made it to this part of the video, in the comment section below, let me know your favourite fruit. I know it's a random question. You know what I'm like, though. I'm a little bit random. I do love a good strawberry, love a good apple. Pink ladies, I know they're a bit posh, but they're very tasty. Mango, that's good stuff too. Pears, I like most fruit. Never really been a fan of bananas since about the age of 5, despite the fact my wife is trying to make me like them again. I have half a banana on my cereal in the morning. Can't stand them by themselves. It's just, oh no, the texture. Anyway, why am I talking about this? Let's shut up, Paul. Here come Mansfield Town. Good clearance by Lofts and Palmer. Come on, he's been shoulder barged by Buckley there. Come on, Tim Green, get revenge for Craig Palmer. He's given away Dibber, Orford. Here's Udder. He's lost the ball, but Garber takes over, but he's lost the ball. And what is the defence doing there? That is pathetic defending, but Sivzelis makes up for it. I think I'll pull the defence back. They must have pacey strikers. Although a slug is probably faster than my defence. Well, this is disappointing. Nothing is going on at the moment. We're going to be a bit braver. We're going to roam from positions, and we're actually going to be a bit more direct about it today. Let's exploit the flanks, because they aren't really playing wide midfielders, are they? Maybe I shouldn't be direct and exploit the flanks. That's not a good combination. Let's do that. Oh, it's snowing. It's snowing in Reigate. And here come Mansfield Town. It's a goal. It's a great finish. 1-0 down. What did I say? We've beaten Swansea City and we think we're the kings of the world now. Can we get back into this? It's a long punt from their goalkeeper Gomez. By with a good header. Maybe it was a mistake taking away the ball in midfielder. Sivzelis catches that. Well done, Sivzelis. But we're not playing very well at all today. Only 4 shots, 1 half chance. They have been all over us as they come forwards once again. Great defending by Reece Walker though that time. But Garber steps in nicely and Lofts can clear up to Udder. Maybe this is our chance to break. Lee Orford hasn't done anything today. It's back to Udder. It's a great ball back to Tyler. Tyler, can he put a cross in? He does, but it's straight at the keeper, and this is very frustrating. I'm actually going to push the defence up rather than drop them. We'll close down, and we're just going to try and be a bit more intense, because we've been second best all over the pitch today, although Reece Walker does win that one, as does Udder. Maybe this is the opportunity. Udder's through. Udder scores! It's a great finish. He's been on fire lately. That's his 8th goal of the season. I know, was it last episode, a couple of episodes ago, I was berating him for not scoring enough. He only had 2 goals, but he scored 6 in the last 3 games. Possibly could be our top goal scorer this season. The race is definitely on to be top goal scorer. Jack Young, by the way, has sort of been phased out the first team lately because of all the other strikers doing so well. But of course, if Jack Young impresses me in the under-23s, he's going to be back in the team. We can still come out of this match with a win. In fact, we didn't exploit the flanks with that goal. We are going to be a bit more direct, I think, in this game. Midfield's not playing particularly well. I'm going to play Garber as a ball-winning midfielder in the role that Marlowe used to play, because it just didn't work for whatever reason. Playing an advanced playmaker. Lofts does well there. They're heading it backwards and forwards as Mansfield come forwards early on in this second half. Come on, guys. Turn this game around. Currently in 7th place as it stands. It's the last playoff place. Been so comfortable against certain teams lately. We beat Portsmouth 4-0. We beat Morecambe 3-0. And suddenly against bottom of the table, it's just a right old struggle. Palmer's not done it either today, is he? We're going to bring Spencer Drury on and swap Orford and Drury. And I'm going to take Mohamed Garber off. I'm going to bring on Paddy Murray. Apparently he's a good ball-winning midfielder. I'll play him in support. I just don't see how a player with 9 on tackling's specialised ball-winning midfielder. Although then again, that's slightly better than what we have been playing there. I think Marlowe's got 8. Okay, an opportunity. Danny Bye's the one taking the free kicks. Back to Lee Orford. What's he going to do? He skipped round everyone and just a pretty pathetic shot that the keeper waved at as it went over the bar. And Larry Udder's got injured. Great. Just as he started to score loads of goals for us, he has picked up a potential head injury. Let's hope it's not too serious. Let's move Orford there, and we're going to play. Well, we're going to have to play Chris Scott up there, I guess, as the advance forward. I'm going to hit early crosses into the box. We're going to whip them. It's not been good enough today. I guess you just have these games where you struggle. And is this going to be an opportunity for Mansfield? Or nope, it's going to be an opportunity for them. But Sivzelis, good save at his near post. Crossed in, good header away by Dibber. See, this corner of the pitch has seats, but the other corner, the snake pit, that doesn't. That has to remain as a terraces, surely, for its history. Although, obviously, we might have to be an all-seater stadium at one point. What shall I do? We're going to play green. they're going to attack down the flanks. We're going to attack there. We will look for the overlap, but we are generally going to just pump it now into the box and get stuck in. I might regret that. Pushing for a winner. Danny Bye can mop up here, hopefully. Sivzelis clears. That's poor football. What were they doing there? And that's fortunately over the bar. I'm going overload for the last 5 minutes. I'm being brave. But I think this is going to finish a disappointing 1-1 draw. At least it's 1 point. It's better than nothing, isn't it? 15 seconds to go. Uh-oh. Oh, Murray does well there. But there still might be an opportunity for them. No, Walker clears. This will be the final whistle. Orford, yep, that's the end. They were the much better team. 18 shots, 60% possession. Well, for whatever reason, we just couldn't do it today. And I'm going to tell the guys they weren't good enough. Hopefully motivate them for the next couple of games before the FA Cup 4th round. Udder's injured for 5 to 11 days. That's not too bad at all. So, we've got Barnet, who are 15th, and Fleetwood Town, who are 11th. 2 mid-table teams we should be beating. And you will join me for the Bristol Rovers game, who are 4th, so it's a playoff clash, and Watford. So Watford have been confirmed as the team we're going to be facing in the 4th round of the FA Cup. We're taking on another Premier League team. Can we pull off another shock? Wish me luck. Let me know your favourite fruit in the comment section below. And I will see you in episode 62 of Regen Rovers.